Yo, people, and welcome to For a Different Lens podcast. I'm your co-host, Joe.
I'm Bedge.
And I'm Jacob.
And Maine, you got your dynamic show back. We've been all over the world. We've been gallivanting. Celebrations, weddings, enjoyments.
Yes.
And it's only just beginning. How are we, my boys?
Alive and well.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yes. Still recovering.
Recovering.
Yeah, I only just got back, so yeah, recovering.
Yeah, you literally did.
Yeah.
Hey, my gosh. Nah, what? We've not even actually chopped it up or had our own debrief. We just spoke about the trip, your trip.
Mm.
Then you attending wedding. Is
Yeah.
this your first one of the summer?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, first one. 3 more to go.
Jeez.
Mm.
Yeah, I got one next week. That's my first of 4, I think, or so.
I think I've only got 2.
Including your own.
Mm.
Yeah, 3 more to go. And if anyone thinks about doing a late invite, I'm telling you from now, today, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Might be having this.
I'm just letting them know.
Just click that and send them that picture. Don't even reply.
Yeah.
I'm not coming, and if you want me to be in groomsman in the next 5 years, let me know now for the 5 years in advance.
I'm done.
Because I'm not even accepting any invitations for that either.
This year I'm done.
Well, you finished on a high, mate.
I'm signing out.
You signed out in style.
I'm signing out as if I'm the one getting married. I'm gonna hang up my job. In fact, Alonso's back in the game.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. Real Madrid manager.
Yeah,
So get me. And I see him already in training. Obviously, they got the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
It's like, bro. Yeah. Football schedule's crazy.
They don't get pre-season. I mean, they don't get holiday. Real Madrid.
Not the ones in the Club World Cup.
Not really. You gotta be playing international.
Yeah.
And that's majority of their team.
I was deep in
Jeez.
like the PSG players, the ones that Portuguese PSG players, they won Champions League, they won Nations League, and then they're going Club World Cup.
Yeah.
It's like they've literally not had time off because the Champions League final was so late.
Mm-hmm. But you know what it is though? Pre-season isn't a time. That it probably makes more. I think as a football player, you'd rather do it this way. Like you get like a week off.
Just have playing fitness.
Yeah, so you'd have to go back in the pre-season and just do this nonsense running.
Maybe in terms of actual pre-season, like of you not wanting to do it, but how it will benefit you over the course of the season.
Yeah, I know, but because you get these like slight breaks. So in like pre-season, when it's actually pre-season times, you're always on a pre-season tour. Yeah. And on pre-season tours, I'll be real, you're not really doing much, but actually enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
So,
but like these men aren't having no off-season.
I know, but your family understand that. That's what comes with the money.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
It's part of the package.
I just feel like the Club World Cup thing, bro. The teams that are going to that have just been playing internationals. Yeah, it's crazy still.
If you have no ambition, then you can be a player that just goes on holiday all the time. If you play for the bottom 10, holidays of 5 weeks.
Yeah, I heard that. Bottom 10 in the Prem. Top 5. But yeah, no, I get that. I think it's just because this is the first Club World Cup.
Yeah, at this point.
That's just me thinking, like, bro, because I think it's a 4-week competition, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked it up.
Jeez.
So it starts mid-June, I think, finishes
4-week
second week.
Who do they think they are?
And then, just for argument's sake, if it was Prem players that are in it, which some are, they'll start second week of August.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll probably have 2 weeks off and then go.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks over the course of the whole summer.
Right. So there's no real, they ain't broke really.
That's
whereas
very full on, man.
The non-players that didn't make Champions League final, they had maybe a week off straight after.
Right.
After their leagues finished, maybe 2,
mm-hmm.
and then possibly play the internationals.
Yeah.
Because even I was listening to Saka's press conference and he said, basically England, Tuchel, they said he didn't need to play the first game because he came back slightly later than the other. They just wanted to give him an extra rest and stuff like that. So it's maybe I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, it's it's crazy.
No, it's
just Club World Cup thing. And I was seeing again, I've not read the article, but I saw the notification that the FIFA president's concerned with the lack of ticket sales.
Why does he think people are going to want... There's too much football on TV anyway.
Because it's in America, isn't it?
Yeah, too... But he's doing it in a time where it's the NBA finals.
Yeah, but even then, I think people just want a break.
Yeah, Major League Baseball. People want to watch other things. And the World Cup is coming there next year. So we don't want to be watching the Club World Cup this year. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a case of like, everyone's sitting there thinking, do I really
For
want
them, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was in Europe,
Then
or
it might make more
step,
sense.
And this ain't the first time the Club World Cup's going on, is it?
No, this format of it. Yeah.
Oh, this format is the first
Because usually
time.
it felt like it's like 2-3 games, and then
Yeah.
But no, this is basically their own. They selected teams, isn't it?
Mm.
But like they selected teams that somewhat, I think, using the Champions League coefficient points and stuff. So in England, it's only Chelsea and Man City doing it because they're recent Champions League winners to an extent.
Yeah.
Obviously, Liverpool are as well, but Chelsea just keep on winning in Europe.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
They got that.
yeah,
And Chelsea got enough young players that they don't need break.
Mm.
I mean, yeah. So
They're just young.
Chelsea could take any squad out there, and
but it seems like everyone's taking a serious squad now because initially, I don't think there was talks that they weren't last year when it came up. Ancelotti, he wasn't really, obviously he's not Real Madrid manager now, but he wasn't too fond of it. But he said because of the club, they'll do it. And then I think to win it, I can't remember the figure, so I'm not going to say it, but the prize money is actually so good.
so you
For
may
the
as well.
teams,
You may
yeah.
as well do it. They're thinking, we can buy another few players with this.
Literally, so
What, like a 10 mil?
I think it's more than that, you know.
It's in America.
Oh, yeah. Because World Cup ticket prices are crazy right now.
Yeah, the advertising alone is going to be high. Marketing alone is going to be high. Then
Some
the
of it's
prize
like
money.
20k for
So
like level ones.
supposedly,
Yeah.
the winner gets $40 million.
Mm.
So what, like 35 million pounds?
Yeah, around that 32 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
It's not bad at all, man.
just
Bad
extra
at all.
Sign me
alongside
up.
the publicity and all that stuff for
Yeah.
America and all that jazz.
They're now to
But,
give away money over there, man.
That's all right though, because you're basically it's like, but you see a lot of clubs now doing postseason tours.
Yeah,
Because
as soon as
they're
the
having to
season
make
finished
up.
for United.
United,
We
They
went
have
to
to
Asia,
do it,
bro.
yeah,
Because they're getting paid
The
like
next
10.
day, fam.
United have to do it. But
Yeah.
You're getting paid like 10, 15 mil from it. So it's like, okay, cool. Well, you're gonna have to go and do this. Like there's the amount of people that had post-season games before, like your season finished, and you're about to fly to Australia or Korea to play another 3 matches. Full
Actually,
squad.
Sorry, supposedly on FIFA it says the winners earn up to 125 million US dollars.
Yeah, see, that's everyone. I'll be taking a
So
serious one
it's
too.
1 billion prize money split between the 32 participating clubs.
How the hell did they generate that?
America.
A billion, though?
Yeah, that's about right.
What do you mean that's about right?
32 teams, the biggest names in the world. Each own, like, that's about right.
Billion.
32 teams in the Club World Cup in America.
Yeah.
Obviously, FIFA are deliberately pumping money into it for it to bank.
Yeah.
Someone needs to look at the books for that one still.
Yeah,
How did they generate a billion for that, fam?
Well, you just do what you want when you popping. You get me? But like you said, this is actually the warm up for the World Cup of like in terms of the American fan base, etc., or our American fans. And
Yeah, we'll give them a little lesson on how to run a tournament as well of a good magnitude.
Because they didn't do well with the Copa America.
Last year, isn't it?
Yeah, they didn't do well with it at all. In terms of the security for the final, especially.
They don't know how to do with international fans.
No. And they didn't get the pitch dimensions correct. Because obviously they're changing like NFL stadiums and baseball stadiums into football pitches.
Yeah.
And the dimensions aren't the same.
And because it wasn't a FIFA thing, FIFA didn't get involved.
No.
Yeah, they didn't.
Copa America, the pitch was too small. In the final, I remember watching, I was like, the pitch looked like it was a 9-a-side pitch, but they're playing 11-a-side. So
No, those ones where you're training and they just bring
bringing the goals,
bring
yeah.
the cone in and the goals.
Wow.
That's
I need to rewatch that, man.
That's what it looked like. So, they're going to have to really, obviously, prepare well for this. If there's 1 billion behind it and FIFA are actually running it, then there's going to be some
Yeah, it's going to be
stipulations and things going into it. And they'll probably use only MLS stadiums for now.
Because some of them are big enough anyway.
Yeah, I think all of them will be big enough.
Yeah.
Like, because they'll use Inter Miami probably. I don't know where they're using. I'm just throwing out names. They'll use Inter Miami. They'll use, but then another thing is some of them play on Astro. So I don't know if the players will want to play on Astro.
Surely they'll change it.
But I'm talking about for this.
Yeah, even still, surely they'll change it.
But like say the Atlanta Falcons Stadium, for instance,
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz Arena is Astro. how they gonna just run in grass like that?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you get what I mean?
Just got to watch the space on it, man.
Wow.
And then like New York, I've not seen New York's.
Funny enough, Atlanta is used.
Is it being used?
So apparently the 5 venues are Atlanta's, Hard Rock, Miami,
That makes
Seattle,
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Uh,
That's Astro as well.
Philadelphia, Lincoln Field, and MetLife.
MetLife is the worst Astro in the world.
Yeah. But it's funny because MetLife's hosting that and the World Cup. I think MetLife got the World Cup final.
So MetLife
Someone's ACL was going.
MetLife must have to switch to grass for that game.
Yeah.
Obviously, Miami's calm. Atlanta's same thing, gonna have to switch to grass. Philadelphia, Union or Lincoln, so the NFL stadium.
Yeah.
That's grass.
Lincoln Field.
And then into Miami.
No.
And then what was the last one?
MetLife.
Yeah, that's all the best.
Because Seattle's
Astro as well.
Yeah. So 2 of the 5 are grass.
Mm-hmm.
Miami and Lincoln Field. No.
They're gonna have to make some serious stipulations.
But when was this article?
But America's a country that can change it for an event.
Yeah.
But
It's a roll in, roll out.
That was a lot of the talk with the World Cup stuff. Like when I think we spoke about it last year actually.
Yeah, we did.
They were still kind of deliberating how to go about it and stuff like that.
They're gonna have to just give these NFL clubs a lot of money, not to change, but to do the roll in, roll out stuff. You can roll in the grass, roll out the Astro, because Astro brings them more money on a yearly basis.
Yeah.
As much as like we think that small clubs or National League football clubs in England only rent out their pitches. The same thing. These MLS sides and NFL owners are still doing the same thing. They rent out their pitches
because the Astro, innit?
Yeah, because they know nothing can happen to it.
Low maintenance.
So you're right about Emi Martinez, the Argentina and Aston Villa keeper, labelled like the Mercedes-Benz stage of a disaster last year. And funny enough, there is hosting 8 World Cup games next summer, including the semi-final.
Surely it switches to grass though. It has to. Has to.
Watch the space.
Has to.
But we'll see anyway. I mean, just got some summer. I mean, we're all going to be probably busy this summer where we're not even really going to watch it too tough. Who knows?
I haven't even been watching the football that's on TV now. It's on BBC One.
I didn't even get to watch the final.
Champions League. Oh, no. I watched that.
No, we were back. Were we back?
It was back. But I think...
Oh, no, I watched it.
It's busy, man.
Yeah, I was back. I went to the Jamaica-Nigeria game. So I went to Uni Cup.
Oh,
how's the atmosphere?
Yeah. Sensational. So I went with Topicals, the brand, if you've seen
Topicals.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so I went with Topicals, the brand. And the event was crazy.
How you go with them, though?
They just...
It's that third line, bro. It's that line that we don't see, that phone.
The other phone.
They're just connections. People yeah.
Topical shit.
You know what I mean?
They just
mind games.
So yeah, I just went to them, to be fair, and the event itself was amazing, to be fair. Jamaica, Nigeria, the stands were just jokes. No one knows what's really going on. People in the crowd.
Oh yeah.
They're just shouting stuff and some interesting things. Because I haven't been in the crowd in so long. But they're shouting some interesting stuff. So yeah, that was a good vibe. And you know what? The Unity Cup was, as I left there, I said this has got potential to be amazing. They could make it massive if they wanted it to be. And because obviously it's a cup of like the diasporas in London, it's not just African and Caribbean nations. It's the people that are in London. So it's like, okay, cool. What to do to make it bigger next year? And that's what I was thinking about. But the atmosphere was amazing. Obviously, Nigeria winning was on pens was it's a perfect way to win the game, to be fair. In front of the Nigerian fans as well.
Gives the fans their money's worth, innit?
Yeah, because the Nigerian fans were outnumbered.
Oh, is it?
Country mile outnumbered. Jamaica took over at least 3/4 of the stadium.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
Guys are forever.
It's when you realize bad Jamaicans here still.
Yeah, at least 3/4 of the stadium. And then obviously Nigeria had the one stand, but no, it was a good game, to be fair. And it's good to see like a lot of young talent because it wasn't everyone's full elaborate squads. Nigeria probably had the most strong or complete squad of senior pros.
Yeah, but even then it was like their second team.
Yeah.
So.
And you had Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man, coming on the wing. So
senior man.
But yeah, no, it was good, great atmosphere. And then obviously I went to watch the Champions League final.
Yeah, because that was the same day actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I remember now.
Yeah, I think everyone was on a high from that.
Yes.
And then they went to the championship. Watched that championship.
Because I was on the train when I was on the train down from Brum, there was a couple Jamaicans on my train going to the game. I overheard them speaking about it.
Why was you in Brom, Joe?
Yeah, man, there you know. Business.
Nah, I'm joking.
Business.
Mind games.
But yeah, then I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, Uni Cup. So by the time I got home, I literally got home as, I think, first half, it just gets off. I had to go pick up one of my sisters, come back, and I remember watching the rest on because it was on YouTube.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So watching it on
I
my
like
phone.
when they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Champions League final. Yeah, shit.
It was a perfect footballing day.
And
then PSG just dominated.
Yeah.
Inter Milan.
That final was insane.
Something I've never seen before. So.
I got a question for both of you.
Go on then, Keith.
If you was to add 2 more teams to the Unity Cup, what country would you add?
Well, you'd have to add 4.
Oh, add 4 then.
Have you ever been in a 6-team tournament?
3 groups? Nah.
Just for argument's sake.
Yeah, nah,
do you know what?
Go on then.
See, because I know what the Unity Cup actually is, and I'm not sticking to this black thing that everyone's on. Turkey.
You're usually pro. You're pro.
Yeah, I'll bring them as well. I'll bring Turkey.
Yeah, but
Turkey. You're talking about for London.
London, because it's actually that's what the Unity Cup is. It's pros in London. So Turkey.
Also, someone made a good point on Twitter. Sorry, should I either be at Selhurst Park or Tottenham Stadium? I was like, fair.
Yeah, the bigger venue would work.
But even Selhurst Park's not that much, but
yeah, but the community and
Selhurst
Park because of
that
would make sense.
But yeah, sorry, the extra 4 teams you'd bring in
Turkey, Ireland,
interesting.
Congo, because we've seemed to just spawned a lot of Congolese people over these years. They just come out of the woodworks.
They're about still.
Yeah, and the road in London, is that Moroccans?
Edgware
Road. Who's the key of that road?
I think Moroccans might dominate. I might be mistaken.
Might be Egyptians.
No,
whoever is the largest
Algerians.
Out of those North African
countries. The largest North African country on that road. Yeah, that's who's coming.
Oh shit!
I was thinking Albania, but I don't know if there's enough of them in London.
There's better of them.
But yeah,
that would be the country I'll add.
Albania.
Yeah,
bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Albania, Turkey. I'll add.
Now I get your premise in terms of like from a London perspective.
Yes, I'm not thinking about Unity Cup as in the Black Caribbean, African Caribbean, because it's not that.
If you thought about
another Asian country,
a demographic,
but I don't think they've got like a proper team.
Yeah, I just said like India.
They'd have to bring their first team. No offense.
Yeah,
India, you got to bring a first team if you're coming out here for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they'll come out, like they will show out.
But that's the thing, like people outside of London actually travel. Not just saying it from our train. I heard like people had travelled for it. And
yeah, it's a good day out, and the tickets weren't expensive.
I think they were like a bill. So bill 50, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I was checking the Nigeria-Ghana game.
They were cheap for that day.
It was like £50.
They were cheap for that day because it was one game of the finals day. Both games were on the same day.
Oh, so you're paying for 2 games?
Yeah.
Oh, on the finals.
Yeah. So it was one day.
It's a long day.
2 games, but most people didn't turn up for the Ghana.
I was gonna say you only went for the second.
I didn't go for the Ghana Trinidad game because there was a rule that you couldn't return if you left the stadium.
Right.
Oh.
And the one game was at 12:30, and the game was at 5.
Yeah.
What am I doing for them extra hours in the middle?
Run that. Unless they've got sleeping pods for you, and even then, that's your whole day gone.
Who are you bringing?
Oof. Gotta think about this. 4 countries I'd bring in. Let me try to do something different. Let me think. Ends. Stockholm. What we got? Got. Is it Portuguese or Brazilians that dominate there?
Portuguese.
Yeah, but is it the Portuguese or the Angolan Portuguese?
No,
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Sorry, actual Portuguese.
And Stockholm. Oh, what you trying to do?
Yeah. I'd bring Colombia actually.
Okay, road, didn't it?
Yeah, I'd bring
Elephant and Castle.
I'd bring Colombia.
Yeah.
Garo.
Colombia, actually, that's a good one. Colombia got a
The
lot of
vibes
people
would
here.
be there.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Because
here.
even when they played Spain
At
last
West Ham
year, West Ham Stadium, they had Colombia.
Colombia would be out in full force.
Oh, I'm just trying to think. And
It's two good atmospheres right there.
I'll bring Somalia.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know if
They
they have a
got a
football team. They must
They
do.
got a team. Yeah, they got a team.
Okay,
so.
cool.
Who else? I'm just trying to think any like Europeans kind of.
Turkey got the biggest.
Turkey's the
massive
biggest, man.
Yeah. In England, that's in the whole of England.
They got bloody green lanes, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
And that strip is not a short one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think what other like countries' demographics kind of take over certain areas or like have their spot.
Do you know what you could do? You could say China. They wouldn't come, but
That's it. They wouldn't come.
They wouldn't come.
Yeah.
But because they actually have Chinatown, there's actually place located for Chinese people in London.
I say Chinese people and Nigerian people, they're like this.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. You can't deny that.
I don't know about Chinese people.
Bro,
they're everywhere,
I saw
bro.
Chinatown in Freetown. In Sierra Leone.
They're everywhere.
Bro, in Sierra Leone, I said, oh.
And the Chinese run the Caribbean. Then
they're everywhere.
Yeah,
still
no, bro.
Like when I say run the
China,
Caribbean, I'm talking about they own the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It has to be China then.
That's not a bad show.
But I just don't. They wouldn't come
to play ball, innit?
Yeah, I don't think they'd come over just for this Unity Cup thing. It would be good. I just don't know if they'd come.
All right, before we move on, let's just do two African and add two more African countries and two more Caribbean countries.
So the two Caribbean countries you add.
So you've got Jamaica, Trinidad already. Add two more.
Add two more. You lot will come, innit? Grenada.
Nah, we ain't got a big. I'm being realistic on what actually
like big fan base.
Big in London.
Andrew, I just think that your country capacity is small.
Yeah, our country capacity is like 100,000. Trinidad and Jamaica are the two biggest.
Yeah, what's big after that though?
You then start thinking about
St. Lucia.
Well, technically, Cuba's the biggest, but they ain't got no team though.
They do. Cuba and Haiti.
Are they classed as Caribbean though?
I believe so.
Yeah, they're classed as Caribbean.
Yeah.
Cuba and Haiti.
Euros. You've got other countries.
I'd say Cuba and Haiti if you're gonna bring nations that are big and are good. Cuba and Haiti.
I'm trying to think if there's a lot of Haitians in London.
Nah, we don't do Haitians around here.
That's not even too much Cubans either.
Nah, that's the thing. So you have to think about the nation size, but then you've got to think about the people in England.
Yeah, whereas Africa, like you said, Congo, you can easily.
Yeah.
Somalia, you can do them. Even Sierra Leone, we can put up something like other French-speaking countries potentially.
You start doing stuff like you put Suriname.
South Africa.
Yeah, you put Suriname in there just because you think that people from Netherlands that are for Surinamese will come over.
Yeah, literally.
You start doing that sort of stuff because there's not a large enough like people. Like when you go carnival, what flags do you see? Like Grenada, you see the flags.
You see Grenada flags,
but
you see St. Kitts flags.
St. Kitts could be one of them. But Grenada, you see a lot of flags, but bro, our population is 100 and something thousand.
Now I'm thinking of Soca Festival. Those kind of people.
But like got Barbados, but they ain't big enough either, really.
It's because we just know them as a.
That's the thing. Like I'm thinking of Caribbean nations in my brain, but I'm thinking, bro, there's no
too small. One's funny.
That's what it is.
Like people that play for them aren't even really, when they're using great grandmother.
Yeah, let's just leave Unity Cup at 4 teams.
Yeah. If we add the other 4, they're not coming from Africa. Two of them are coming from Africa, and the other one's coming from the
US. Africa could even add 4 if they really wanted to. South Africa, without a doubt, especially Amapiano. Are you mad?
Yeah.
What? Especially the rivalry with Niger as well now.
With the Tyler, bring me water. Actually, I did want to go Unity Cup, but hey, maybe whenever it is. Again, because that was the first time it was in probably
20 years.
22 years, I think.
Yeah.
21 years, sorry.
I think they'll bring it back straight away though, just because of
what happened.
Yeah.
So probably in like 2 years' time, maybe.
Yeah, because World Cup's next year. But they could do it just before the World Cup because actually those nations, more likely than not,
Won't be in the World
won't
Cup.
be in the World Cup.
Nigeria's in the World Cup.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. Right now they're not.
It's shaky.
Yeah, right now they're not.
AFCON. I'm thinking of AFCON, yeah.
AFCON's next summer as well.
No, in 2 summers.
Okay, so yeah. Just
AFCON's 2027 summer. The
But
next one after this.
they could do it anyway next year because they're doing it just before the international fixtures anyway. So it's like a warm-up for the for those.
But I think there'll be African qualifiers next summer.
Oh, okay.
As
But
well.
it all happened before.
Yeah.
So it all happened before everyone had to go out for the.
It actually did, yeah.
It's a 2-day tournament.
And like you said, the teams, it wasn't the
First team.
They had 1 or 2 first team players.
Mm.
Because Ndidi was there for Nigeria, wasn't
Yeah, he played.
he? Yeah.
He's relegated now, though.
Shemi was there, Ajayi.
Yeah.
He scored the first game, innit?
Yes.
I think I saw they gave it as an own goal or something, but I big up Shem. I think he had a lot of family and friends there. That's why we still.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. You got your Unity Cup question?
Yeah.
Man. But the NBA, man. The NBA. Stuff has been happening in the NBA. We're in the finals now. We probably haven't spoken about NBA since
Collectively, yeah.
Collectively since the playoffs started.
We've been watching though. We've been watching when it was out there still.
I mean,
Finally in normal time.
Oh yeah, just
yeah.
Literally before, like we'd have dinner.
Yeah.
Go to the sports bar, watch the game,
and then go out.
Yeah. Or like be at the lobby just drinking, blah blah blah. Just like, yeah.
I felt like I was watching it normal time because we were out already, and the break I needed to take was to watch the game and then go back to going out. So, yeah, nah.
What we saying? I see Shea Butter. I think he equaled for first 2 finals games. Points scored or
he's averaging 37 over the first 2.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
And is it equal with Michael Jordan? Someone I can't remember exactly.
He's in a list of players to be get 3,000 points in both regular season and postseason altogether.
I think he's like 9th.
I've not seen that one. Yeah,
he's on a list.
Might be like 9th.
Yeah.
And then
9th person to ever do it.
I think this is his 3rd straight season of averaging 30 points. I think is it 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and his efficiency is over 50% or something.
It's crazy numbers,
like. And Michael Jordan's got like that record there or something.
Yeah. SGA's special, man.
You know, he is.
Like, and I've actually enjoyed watching these basketball games more than I've ever enjoyed watching basketball before.
No, because recently basketball has been manufactured and has been filtered to the point where like the team will be the big teams in it that we know of. They'll put their pieces together, then they won't play well throughout the whole season. But somehow we'll still be rooting for them
during the
playoffs to come through, to come good.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have 2 young teams, no manufacturing from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're playing.
2 of the smaller markets.
Even in the conference finals. Well, actually, kind of manufactured on Timberwolves' behalf with the Gobert Cat kind of trade and
it's a great storyline though.
Yeah. But still, that is
because this time last year, or when the trade was made, no one would have seen both the Knicks. Actually, both the Knicks and no one would have thought of the Knicks and Timberwolves both making conference finals.
Not of all the moves that happened during the season.
Yeah. Because that would happen quite early in the season last year, didn't it?
And then you see the Luka trade and everything that happened with Golden State and all that.
So you'd be thinking, Lakers will be there,
And just the way the teams were playing, like obviously the Timberwolves got the 6th seed
on the last day.
Yeah, and then the Knicks, their record against the top 3 seeds in the East, they lost every time. And even the top 2 seeds in the West or something like that. Top 3, it was bad in there.
It's not good on their behalf.
So no one thought the Knicks could beat good teams.
Yeah. It's true. They did beat. Well, yeah, they did do it eventually.
Yeah.
So they did it when it counted.
Yeah.
But I think they built a team to beat the Celtics and not anyone else. Do you get what I mean? I think they thought Boston would be the team they'd meet if they were going to get to the final NBA conference, Eastern Conference Finals. And obviously they got there, but they've ran into the wrong team that played a completely different type of style. And when you got Thibodeau, who's now fired, playing 46 minutes.
Do you think it was harsh that they fired him though?
I think so, just due to the fact that
it was like a Tottenham move, really.
Yeah, but well, do you know what? Why
to
can't
match
say?
up.
Well, it is similar. It's very similar because this is the first time the Knicks have been here in
25
25
years,
years.
at conference finals. Bro, you saw when they won the second round, even during the second round against the Celtics, just the fandom.
It
then
was
the
crazy.
Ticket prices, but obviously it's MSG,
Yeah.
but like, it was insane.
Yeah, it's true.
They were starting to show their true colours.
Yeah, they
But-
thought they were back.
Yeah.
They
But
thought they
in
were
a
back.
way they were,
Yeah.
because, and it was actually just great advertisement, great for the league and all that stuff, so, yeah.
Would it be nice to be
Shows
in
you the
finals?
potential of a big market, innit?
A real big market.
A real big market.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got the mecca of sports, then,
Mm.
do you know what I mean?
So Atlanta should take notes.
Nah, they're done, man.
Mate,
Yeah, I don't even.
those Hawks, who knows?
I
But,
don't know if they could even manufacture this. They ain't got no pieces to really trade away to get pieces back.
yeah.
Such a broken franchise.
But Tibbs, because it'll be interesting to see who the next coach is, which may then potentially, are they gonna try and get KD on this? Obviously, you guys have spoke about it on YouTube's episode as well, so we won't go into depth. But like, that next coach could be a trigger point for a big trade for them, which will then funnel down the rest of the NBA, kind of. So
If I'm the Knicks, I'm going to do a madness and try and get Ime Udoka from Houston Rockets.
apparently they want Jason Kidd.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
I think if I'm not seeing the latest comms, they're still waiting for Dallas to give them the green light to speak to the kid,
Oh, okay.
or they might have already. I might be wrong, but
There's a lot of good coaches that don't have jobs though.
Yeah.
Michael Malone.
Yeah. Budenholzer's out there.
But Malone, like, he'll be like the number one. The only thing, like when I was listening to some analysts that was in, like because of his like upfront kind of aggressive nature, would it be similar to Tibbs?
But
'Cause-
he'll play more of the rotation, I guess, than Tibbs. I know he didn't do it in Denver because
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
really no
There
one
was
on
no
the bench to
There's
help.
no rotation.
But like Tibbs is really, really running man into the ground in the regular season and
Bro,
then in the postseason.
I saw-
And that's what he's known for as well.
I saw postseason when the Knicks was by conference finals or whatever, or just after, top 5 minutes played in the whole postseason. The Knicks had top 5 players, and then Anthony Edwards was 6th, or he was 5th, one of the two.
That makes sense. Though.
And I was like, blood. But it's crazy because
Disgusting.
when he finally used his squad in
They
the Pacers
started
series,
to actually play well
It-
and win the
they
games.
started, yeah. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, sometimes a little too late in it.
Because, like, when you deep it, yeah, I actually didn't really negatively speak or jump on any of the Knicks players because they played so much minutes over the regular season
Mm-hmm.
and then led the league in the postseason. Whereas, like, the Pacers, I think they were saying, I was listening to something yesterday, Haliburton hasn't played 40 minutes once, for instance.
He's always there. He's always
Yeah.
out of the game. He's always resting.
He's averaging low 30s.
Mhm.
Shai, I think, most of the players, maybe mid 30s or whatever. And it's like, bro.
They're trusting
Then
the
the
bench.
next, Mikael Bridges is playing 48 minutes.
That's nuts, man.
Like, I understand why he had a poor series.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, yeah, it's not even like 48 minutes. This is like over an hour, really.
Way over. It's like
And-
3-4 hours.
And
it
bearing
feels
in mind,
like
Mikael
sometimes.
Bridges is the NBA Iron Man.
Mhm.
So he's
Every
I think,
game.
played every game for the last 5 years.
Mhm.
It's like,
Before he was being allowed to play 30 minutes, now he's playing the whole game.
You might have to, yeah, he's gone now anyway, so.
remember a couple months
Yeah.
ago, he came out and said,
You
like,
need a rest
yeah, like, utilize the squad basically. Like,
because if you know you're making the playoffs,
yeah.
why are you still killing us if you know you're gonna do this to us in the playoffs? And then the other people that have to come in eventually, if one of these guys get hurt, they're not even gonna know how to play with us
No.
because there's no chemistry. We play, they watch. They're fans.
Yeah, basically.
The fans that get
fans
paid-
with access.
Yeah, they get paid a hell of a lot of money.
Because Shamet actually done all right when he came in.
Bro.
He done quite well.
And who's the other one? Delon Wright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Who's a little point guard?
my guy. What's his name? Deuce McBride.
Yeah, Juice McBride. Yeah. You should have used him more. Every time they needed a key free, he was the man there.
In the Pistons series,
Yeah.
especially, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. The Pacers OKC series, going back to that, just brought me back to that old school. I'm seeing a lot more there's less 3-point shooting in this series.
Mm.
I'm seeing a lot of mid range. Obviously, Shai is a king at that. I'm just like and the Pacers play at an unbelievable pace. So
they play very fast, man.
Yeah, they're up and down, and they're living and dying by whatever they do.
Yeah.
And OKC are doing the same. So it's a styles. It's like it's a great boxing matchup. Styles make fights, and it's a good one right now.
It's just funny how they're both the two teams that actually use their they'll use their rotation, bro.
Listen to all of them.
Yeah,
listen to all of them.
Start building your teams.
Build a team.
Because most times when it hits the playoff, it's a 7-8 man rotation.
Yep.
Bro, the Pacers and OKC, they're going 10, 11 man rotation, bro.
Do you know what it is as well? I feel like the mid-range contracts, I feel like they're somewhat of a rarity now. Because these teams are manufactured, you're going to have like 2 max guys and bare minimums. But you only want those minimums, to do like 1 or 2 things.
Yeah.
And that squad's going to be full of it. But when it comes playoff time now, you're going to shave the squad down. Whereas the Pacers now, Haliburton, Max, Siakam, and the rest are on like medium-ish contracts.
Yeah.
And 1 or 2 minimums.
Yeah. It's
Like,
only if no one doesn't want to go overbrand and get overpaid. Obviously, they feel like they get what they deserve. But
Same thing with OKC.
Yeah, that's true.
OKC are going to have to win.
Their vet is Caruso.
Yeah.
No, but OKC are going to have a problem soon.
Got Jalen Williams and Chet.
Yeah. And Shai's about to take this mad thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's going to be like 78 mil a year.
Rightfully so.
Bro, I see Devin Booker's
75 mil. 75.
2 year, 150 mil.
But that's... I saw that this morning. I said, Jesus Christ. But that's the thing. That's where it's going to play a huge part. Because look at the Celtics.
The
Celtics are real top heavy.
They've reached boiling point now.
Yeah. Because they're paying everyone. There's so many men on 100+ million over the course of their contracts at the Celtics. What do you do now? And
because they didn't win this year,
they're only going to be luxury tax.
Yeah, they're going to look around now.
Yep.
This is the thing. And like the Knicks is similar. Even though they're paying... Cat's paid very highly because he's on his contract from the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson's about to get paid ridiculously.
He gave them discount.
Yeah, he gave him discount.
Mikal Bridges is on a medium right now. Well, on a very high medium, though.
But like the 28.
Anunoby as well.
He's 25.
He's been paid very nicely too.
Josh Hart's on like a 16s to 20s.
Yeah, it's a bit big for them,
medium salaries are dying out, which is killing the game.
But I think like if a lot of people take 15 mil a year, you can build a roster.
Yeah.
But it's when you got 5 man on 30 mil a year.
It's like what do you want? They all have to play now.
Exactly. And then
they're literally your rotation.
That's
and your rotations are just minimums, like
the Phoenix Suns.
And you see it in the quality.
Phoenix Suns have 3 man on literally
on max, basically. On current max.
50, 55, 60.
What Bradley Bill said?
I'm not going nowhere. I sleep good at night. I've got no trade clause. What?
No trade, fam.
I know. But like at the same time, in OKC's, like from their point of view, they've been patient.
Of course.
It's like they'd seen this vision once. They got Shai, isn't it? Whereas like the Pacers, they've been catching teams off guard. Yep. Because they traded for Haliburton a couple of years ago, and the last 2 years, the minimum they've made is the conference finals. Yeah. And they've shocked both times.
But they had a good baseline team before. Like the Pacers have always actually been a real well-run organization in terms of the players they've had. Yeah. Because they've gone from having like Paul George, Roy Hibbert.
They were good. That team was good.
You get Lance Stevenson, all of them boys. And then they didn't really take a mild dip off. They drafted well. They had Miles Turner. That's where Miles Turner kind of came in the back end, kind of learning from those older guys. And then we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Haliburton trade done things for them. Though.
Yeah, from Sacramento.
Yeah.
That worked very well.
Because it was Sabonis.
Yes.
Yeah. One thing I will say though, they really took advantage of they know who they are, as in like they know what market they're in. They know what kind of identity they want, and they execute that and they stick to the plan. They don't blow it up and say, "Oh, this superstar's here. We got cap space. Let's try." Nah, they don't do that.
They're quite a selfless team, and again, credit to head coach Rick Carlisle. Because if he was to pull this off, this 2 shock finals that he's gonna win, obviously with the Mavs against the Heat.
Because the biggest salary trade they had was Siakam that they grabbed from Toronto.
But that's the championship experience they probably needed.
It's mad because both
teams
they did
need that.
Both teams just got 1 championship player. Caruso and then Siakam.
Well, the Pacers actually have a few more men, but they weren't key contributors in championships. You get, they were there.
Who else?
One brother come off the bench. He was there last year with Denver. He was there a few years ago with Denver.
I'm trying to think. Bruce Brown's the only one that I can think of.
There's another one. They have like 3 men that have won championships.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah,
But
not as key contributors.
Contributors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Caruso, Siakam.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
So bye. Alright, NBA Finals. We've enjoyed these playoffs anyway.
Yeah,
They've
man.
been fantastic, and it's good to actually get fresh blood, both matching up in the final, and we're gonna get a new winner for the 7th straight year now.
Yeah.
So who you got? You got your money on, guys?
Okay, see.
You know, Shea Butter.
Yeah, that's a clean sweep for us.
You just can't count out the Pacers right now.
Remember you asked me 2 years ago, who's my top 3 players in the
Yeah,
NBA
yeah.
to watch, and I said SGA, bro.
I hear it.
It's just because of the market he's in, bro. If you get SGA in a bigger market, they might just start breaking the salary cap and say we got to pay him $100 million.
But I think this suits the market he's in, the team he's in, and the personality that we see of him online. I feel like it suits him.
But because he is actually like the way he dresses and that sort of stuff. If he's in LA he was in LA, or he's in New York, he is
Hollywood.
Yes,
Hollywood. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like
I think being Canadian has helped that though.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, so he's not
definitely
looking for the American limelight. Well, from what we can see, and then him not being in a supermarket, he's not distracted as much.
Right.
Obviously, the opportunities are going to come regardless, but he's not super distracted, isn't it?
But the way they market an MVP in LA is different from the way they'll market MVP in LA.
Facts.
Yeah. And you forget he's signed with Converse.
Bro, his Converse ads are wavy.
That's the thing.
They're actually wavy.
But that's the thing. If he is, and he would be this guy, but if he was him at the LA Clippers, it's a different story.
It's different.
Just because of where you are. And I'm not saying the LA Clippers is a huge market, but you're in LA.
He's in LA, yeah. Even Houston, bro.
Bro.
But again, that goes back to your point, him being Canadian. It's actually helped. It's actually helped.
Yeah, no, I love
a few Canadians.
Yeah, Canadian with the West Indian roots, like he's Caribbean roots.
Because I think Converse even signed his brother as well.
Damn right, the Converse must sold the whole family.
Yeah.
And then I was just watching
a phone call.
some stuff of like how him and his dad are everything.
Yeah, they dress similar.
They dress similar.
Yeah.
He basically said he got his style from his dad and stuff like that. And then we've got a few Canadian because Nemhart is Canadian, Dort's Canadian.
Isn't that
I feel like OKC may have 1 or 2 more.
Yeah,
but
Nemhart's his cousin, right?
No, that's Alexander Walker.
Oh,
Nemhart, I think they grew up playing against each other from young.
Oh,
because when Nemhart hit that 3 over him in game 1, when the Pacers making a comeback, people were like, that was a deliberate thing because he's like, yo, that's my G, let me line them up. Then bang, innit? So, hey, if Canada are serious, next Olympics.
Yeah.
They gave it a good go this one as well.
But now, like, obviously, if OKC win this, their leader is, do you know what I mean?
That extra bit of season.
Yeah, bro. There. He might be the best player in the NBA, like, outright best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
By that time, so.
They got my man from Houston. Is it Dylan Brooks?
Dylan Brooks.
They got Jamal Murray.
Murray.
Dort.
But I don't know what kind of state he'll be in.
RJ Barrett.
Time for the next one.
Yeah, it's true. You never know how that man is looking.
Yeah.
Who, Dylan Brooks?
No.
Jamal Murray.
Just tell him it's the playoffs.
You can't just tell him that.
And it's the Lakers. And it's the Lakers.
He's got to see some players.
Lakers contacts.
Yeah.
Just that yellow, and he'll be like, all right, cool, LeBron, AD, let me hit a jumper over them, and then boom. NBA Finals, we love you this season. NBA playoffs in general.
Yeah, it's been good.
Song of the week.
Let me go first.
Go on.
You know what it is.
Do I?
Horns in the Sun.
Oh!
Horns in the Sun.
Ooh.
I don't even know who sings it, mate.
DJ Kent.
DJ Kent.
I can't remember the...
And the Mandem.
Yeah.
Horns in the Sun.
What a song. Oh,
it's a great track.
On the vote. That's...
The catamaran, yeah.
I think I could cry, bro.
That was a time, man.
It's a great song.
You have your hands in the air. Catamaran.
Whoever was sick.
And and they let us control the speaker on the vote as well.
Yes.
Oh, what a track. you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm going slow. I'm going Drake. Look what you've done.
Oof.
More.
Oh,
just,
wow.
Yeah, I've been actually just listening to instrumentals recently. So I've just been enjoying the behind the scenes of the music because I know the lyrics of these songs. I'm like, let me see what actually went into them. So I'm listening.
Can
to
you
the
rap?
chords. Nah.
Oh.
I'm just enjoying listening to.
What did you say? Can he rap?
No.
Would have been a discovery. Maybe on the other phone.
Nah,
You might find lyrics, you know.
Nah,
If you go into the notes.
I'm one of them, man. I've never written anything in them notes.
You know what Drake said? You got 300 file for the BlackBerry with the side scroll.
How's this guy? Mine is Leia. Ain't sad about it.
Okay.
Listen to my R&B mix and yeah. Have you heard it?
No.
Oh yes.
I actually haven't heard it.
You'll like this song. You'll like this song. I had two actually. I'm saying another one as well actually. KWN, Do What I Say.
Oh yeah.
That track is.
I don't know if
You've heard it. You just don't know.
I didn't know she was from. She's from London, apparently, isn't it?
Yeah, she sounds like Americans.
Yeah,
yeah. But you've heard the song, but you just don't know it's called "Do What I Say."
Okay, cool.
I think everyone's heard the song.
I've got a confession to make.
What's that?
I like I'm a piano now.
Oh man, when did you not like it?
It's not that I didn't like it. I just like, I think, what is this? But I like it.
What did the trip help?
The trip really did help.
Man, you're funny. I can say you like it now.
It's chilling poolside, man. It's just.
What do you listen to when you're in the gym?
Sometimes I listen to like a sermon.
In the gym. Okay, God's getting you through. Yeah,
a sermon.
Yeah.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm a piano. If I'm doing cardio, that's what getting me through.
Yeah.
I'm lifting weights. I'm lifting R&B.
Yeah, if it's not music, it'll be a sermon.
Oh. Interesting. That's the first I've heard.
Imagine second time I've gone gym this year was the first day in DR.
Yeah.
Serious PR.
You guys, I said to SK, me and him were watching on Snap. I said, "Look at this man. Look at this."
It was like 6:30.
Yeah,
a few of us went.
We both looked at the stuff at the same time and said, "Look at this man. He's a lion Ross."
You know what? I don't know who brought up Jim, yeah, but Joe said, "Oh yeah, I'm gone." I'm like,
you stayed,
yeah.
What else was Joe stuff in the gym?
I didn't go there for gym. I went there for 2 reps of tequila, fam. 10 sets.
Oh my god! I saw Joe stop at the gym at 6 a.m. I said,
They really woke up and went.
It was like about 5 or 6 of us that went.
What did you guys do in there?
I went there. I was in bed.
Oh, okay.
I was even I might have been the longest.
So you're working out?
Yeah, I did. Because everyone else left before me, and then I met you lot at breakfast in my gym wear. So I did the stepper thing for like nearly 30 minutes, and then just went to do some.
Oh, you were doing a step on.
What's the CrossFit thing?
Oh.
Is it CrossFit?
Wait, were you the bike when you're
not the bike?
The
ski.
Ski.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the ski.
Yeah. I don't know.
It is CrossFit, isn't it? No, not CrossFit.
The ski. The when you put it down.
No, that one.
The cross trainer.
Cross trainer. That's it. Yeah.
There's so many things that you could do this with in the gym. I'm thinking.
That's how you know I'm not a gym girl. And then one of my friends, he DM'd me, he said, "When you see American, you actually go gym." I was like, bro, I think that was our first full morning, if I'm not mistaken.
No, second.
Was it second one?
First full morning, we went to the island. Because that was
you're
literally
right.
when the day after we landed.
Yeah, we went to go see an island. That was amazing, actually.
What an experience.
Yeah. You're right. I was like, bro, can a man not go utilize the facility?
You can utilize whatever you want to utilize. That was just a surprise.
Man said the man.
We didn't expect you to utilize that facility.
Look at Joe in the gym.
We looked at the stuff. We said, "This man, nasty piece of work."
The man we were all awake.
He said, "What is he doing in that gym at this hour,
bro?"
You know what's funny? Majority of the time when I'm on holiday, I always go gym on like day 1 or day 2. And like we'll do it as a group and we won't follow up. It's like everybody.
Yeah, you're too tired.
After that, it's like
as long as you get your 1 day,
bro. The first 3 days of the trip felt like the most productive days of my life because we actually followed things on the itinerary first couple of days.
Yeah.
And then I went gym. Like I was like, bro, because I couldn't really sleep out there. So,
no one could really sleep out
Caribbean though. It's Caribbean though. You go to bed late and you wake up early. I think the air just wakes you up early.
Yeah.
And you don't feel tired either.
Well,
That's what my.
Like, you might have a little nap during the day, but
yeah. Every time I'm in the Caribbean, I can go to bed at 3 a.m. but I know I'll be up at 6, and I know I'll be fine, and I won't be flagging at all, and I can go through my day.
By the end of the week, it caught up with me.
all of us.
Because
but you're drinking though. This is different. Yeah.
It's not even so much the drinking.
Nah, just everyone had a day where they just fell off. Basically.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah, or a night or something like that.
Yeah, a day or a night.
I just felt like the age factor was starting to catch up with me. No, real talk, bro.
Now we're all similar ages, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, you're athletes and that.
I'm younger,
you still got legs on us.
Yeah, it's true.
This longest song of the week segment ever, mate.
Yeah.
But yes,
let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Hey, get me, as Dead likes to say.
You tell a friend to tell a friend.
And Jacob,
like and subscribe.
Get me, much appreciated. Everyone that has been watching, commenting, liking, everything. You've got to continue doing what you're doing. By the way, your episode solo had a lot of positive comments sent to me on that one. So it was actually really good because obviously we can see it beforehand, but because we came back and then a couple of days after, I still didn't watch nothing of it until I was in work the following morning. Following Monday, sorry. And that's when I was actually listening to it. I was like, oh, what made you come up with this stuff?
You start speaking to yourself when it's just you and the camera in the quiet room.
He had like some self-therapy.
I'm gonna have to listen.
No, it was really good.
When it's just you yourself in a quiet room, you just start thinking about things and talking.
Right, it made me wonder, can I do that? No,
I think you could.
Yeah. Once you sit in front of the camera,
watch it and you will see.
Alright.
Get me?
I think everyone could do it.
Or on your drive to work, if you're driving to work, just listen to it.
I'll probably play it tomorrow then.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's not long. It's not long.
Yeah,
the first half
my whole drive.
The first 20 minutes is me talking, and the last 20 minutes is like talking about
sports and
that's just catching up with what we usually do.
Okay, cool.
So yes, hey, let's wrap it up. Joe MBT signing out.
Dej signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening.